I've never been closer. I tried to understand.
And your name's Paul, you're one of the original limit goers, so what's your story?
Yes, that's right. I used to go to the limit from about the back end of 1979 to about the middle of '84. I remember seeing U2 there for a quid one Thursday night, and U2 had just brought out their first album.
Why was the limit so unique?
Well, having read your book, which I have, one of the nicest things about it is there were so many different groups of people that used to go, and the mix and the turnover of people that went as well. The music range was brilliant. I mean, I used to probably go there about 4 nights a week, and what was nice, it was different every night. And you got to meet different people, and there's faces here tonight who I remember, but I never remembered the names because we didn't really chat, but it was familiar, and it was just an absolutely superb venue. Just go out and be yourself and enjoy yourself. And I think that's what made the limit unique. Everybody was unique and everybody enjoyed it and got on with things, and there was never any trouble, and it was a superb place, and that was it.
It's kind of, some people say about certain venues you can never kind of relive it, but people seem to have a really amazing time here, kind of not seeing each other for years. It really seems to kind of capture the imagination. Would you agree?
I think it did capture the imagination, because what really the limit managed to do for me and a few others I used to knock around with, it captured their imagination to be themselves, enjoy the music they liked, dress how they liked, and also as well, I think what you've got to bear in mind back then, all the nightclubs in Sheffield were quite disco. They were a little bit boring and staid. The limit was a place where it would encourage individuality, certainly with dress, and certainly with there were many different crowds in anyway who went in, but the night it was the mix, the people made the limit, and I think that's what makes these events now. It's the people that are making this, and it's just really an advantage that you kind of go downstairs to it, and it's very much like the old limit. But having said that, it's the people that made the limit, and I think that's what's always going to make it unique, and that's why we're having a good night tonight.
So Paul, you're actually still looking as cool as ever, as many people have remarked. How was it like to be back playing in front of the audience and playing such cool music again after so many years?
It's okay. For me, I suppose personally, it's nothing new. So I feel like I'm repeating myself a little bit. It's Groundhog Day once more. The feeling of deja vu.
There's been so many people who's down tonight that said they've not been out for 5 to 10 years, and they've all actually come out tonight. How does it feel to be able to drag people out again?
Well, I don't suppose it's down to me, really. It's down to the music that was played. It was a good time for music. The music industry was healthy then. So, yeah, and since then, there's nothing much, really, that's come along that's made people think, yeah, I want to get out and get into clubs and enjoy it. I mean, obviously, the dance music of late has been around now since probably the early 80s and hasn't really developed. I can remember playing rap music in the Limit in 1981, and in 2011, it's still getting played in clubs. So, you know, it's time to move on, it's time to develop, and I think it's time now to put money again into upcoming artists and let them develop the skills.
To be honest, I feel incredibly privileged to be playing the same venue as Paul Unwin. Paul Unwin was just such an influential person on my life.
So what would you say to somebody who's not been here tonight?
Try it.
You are missing the best night.
You are actually missing the best night of your life. Give it a go. Come down. This music is just the dog's bees. We've had so many young people in that couldn't have been born then. I still love it. So it's obvious the music speaks for itself.
So sum up the Limit in one sentence. How cool was it, or is it?
It was a way of life. It was uber cool. Uber cool.
It still is.
And still is, obviously.
I've got with me Julie, and you were a regular in the Limit. Tell me all about the highlight for you.
I love the music and the bands.
Now, Mr. Wilson, tell me all about your time at the Limit.
Well, I started there in 1978. I was there for 13 years. I started off as cellar lad, eventually ended up being manager. It was the most privileged part of my life that I can ever remember.
I remember when we had the first Limit night about a year ago, and you said to me it was one of the best nights you've had in years. How's it compared tonight?
It's a very, very good night tonight. I'm really surprised that like so many people turned out. It's like everybody just so smiling and happy. It's like the Limit always has been.
I'm a girl from Halifax. I moved to London. I moved to Sheffield 10 years ago. I heard about the Limit. I heard it was a fucking cool, fucking rocking place to hang out in. I've come out tonight and it's fucking brilliant.
I came
and
from
I met with my best mate
Southampton.
10 and she loved it.
I came from Southampton. I've lived in Sheffield for 14 years now, but I moved here before the Limit ever was, and when it closed down, I was like, my God, I wish I had been here.
I've got to say, and we'll say it to the camera, the Limit fucking rocks.